So could you talk about what life was like for you as a child? What you do daily? You woke up and you did chores and maybe go to school. Is that correct? What kind of chores would you do when you woke up?
I had to milk. My dad had me milking cows when I was 5 years old.
Holy crap! What did you do? What could you do when you're 5?
Milked with my hand.
So you'd actually milk you would squeeze the teats.
Milk cows all my life, Glenn.
Wow.
How old were you when you first milked the cow, Glenn?
I started helping doing chores when I was like a teenager, early teen, but I never actually, I never squeezed a cow's udder. I don't think. I mean, I put milking machines on them, but I never went like this, Never did that.
I started when I was 5 years old.
So did you think that was neat when you were 5 years old? Or?
No.
How early would you have to wake up?
We'd get up in the morning and have to do the chores and stuff before we went to school.
So would that be like 6 o'clock you'd wake up or earlier?
Only around 5.
Wow. And so what time would you have to be in school?
If we went out at night when we were teenagers or lately, we had to get up and get our chores done before we go to school the next morning. And he'd wake us up about 4:30, invariably.
And then, so how long did you have to work before you had to go and get ready for school? Did you work for
we was
couple hours?
Half 2 hours, yeah, a couple hours.
How did you get to school?
Walk.
How far did you have to walk?
Well, back then we were walking about a mile and a half.
Wow.
Across the field.
So even during
We went around the road, it was 2 miles.
So even during winter and everything, rain and
Some of the time we rode the ponies and left them at the neighbor across there by the school house. And we'd go around the road then. But if we went across the field, we'd walk.
And then after school, what did you do? You had to go back home and milk again, right?
Same thing, routine as in the morning. And just, Now, Daryl never milked. I always had to milk.
Daryl never milked?
No.
Why did Daryl never have to milk?
He just didn't have to. He didn't like the milking. And
Did you do another chore instead?
Yeah.
What did he do?
Well, help feed the hogs and horses and that stuff. Yeah.
So, and then during the summer, you guys would farm, right? Did you? And then, so what'd you do during the summer? So you'd milk in the morning, and then in the summer you'd farm pretty much all day until it's time to milk again.
We had to cultivate the corn too. We were cultivating corn when we each had a single row cultivator and a team of horses. And I was cultivating corn when I was before I was 12 years old.
What does cultivate mean?
Plowing corn.
Oh, okay.
Keep the weeds out. Yeah.
Okay. So, and you had a plow that was pulled by a
Team of horses.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you guys ever have a tractor?
We got one late. My mother inherited some money, and my older brother got the tractor. And that was I was 13 years old. That was in 1941. And he got the tractor. But I never drove a tractor until I was on my farm for myself.
Wow.
Did you guys listen to the radio when you were a kid?
That's about all we had. We didn't have no TV or anything,
What was your
Go ahead, Joe.
What was your favorite radio station?
Or radio show,
I didn't really have a favorite back then. I guess my dad was a great one to listen to the radio, and we didn't listen to the radio. The kids didn't hear the radio too much, really. And Dad would get real close to the radio, and he liked to.
So you couldn't hear it because he was so close to it, or because he would allow you to listen to it?
He'd sit right next to the radio, like radio would be here and he'd be here.
So it's just that you didn't have any say as to what you could listen to?
No.
Okay, so you could hear what he was listening to.
Yeah.
But
What kind of things was he listening to? Was it
He liked
programs
prize
or
fights. He
music?
liked the boxing, and
Sports.
yeah,
Oh.
he liked the boxing. That's when Joe Louis was heavyweight champion. You heard all those fights.
So you guys didn't listen to radio shows like Little Orphan Annie and
No.
Arch Obler's Lights Out and
No.
Shadow and Superman or oh, okay. So I remember when we were kids, you listened to the radio a lot in the dairy barn and then on the tractor when we'd go out.
I had the radio on the tractor on the barn bow.
Generally listened to WHO, I think.
Yeah.
And there was also KCRG, like I said, though, with the
Generally
Check
listen
party.
to WMT on Sunday morning.
Oh yeah, that's right, WMT. That's it.
Yeah.
That's that's what Check Party was on, right?
Yeah.
Check Party was on WMT.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, what was like for you daily when you were on the dairy farm? You'd wake up again, like once again, 5:30 in the morning, milk for a couple hours. Then what'd you do during the day, generally?
We just make in the summertime. Of course, we had hay to make and corn to cultivate.
Straw.
And we had everyday things to do during the day besides just doing
cleaning out hog lots and
hauling manure and that stuff.
sometimes painting,
Creating lots and,
fixing fence, and digging up this hole.
I put in a lot of fence when I was there on the dairy farm.
Yeah, cleaning out hog lots, that's like the worst memory I have. Yeah, that is the worst stench.
Yeah.
Man, it was just... So, well, kiddo, can you think of any other questions? I think we asked every... Here, you go look through them.
You're a pretty good interviewer, you know that?
Well, she wrote down all the questions.
Are there any other interesting memories that you want to tell us about that you have? Or special memories?
Yeah, do you have like a favorite memory as a child, or...
I guess I can't think of any. We used to do sliding parties in the wintertime with the neighbors, build bonfires and go out sliding.
So what you slide on?
Yeah, on sleds.
So like real
Skis and
sleds that
sleds.
you
Yeah. We had skis.
Wooden sleds.
We each had a pair of skis too, and we used
Where did you get skis from?
to come for Christmas present.
Wow, I've never gone skiing. I didn't know you had.
Oh, we could ski. Yeah.
Did you have
Oh.
poles?
No, I didn't use poles.
So you just you just retained your balance and would kind of steer just by turning your skis inward or whatever.
Yeah, keep your position.
Maybe leaning.
Lean a little bit. And, we could ski good. Yeah.
Well, that is another sport that you did. Any other anything else like that? I didn't. Did you ever go water skiing? Ever go?
Oh no, I never went around water. No.
Wait. Did you swim as a kid? Go swimming?
Yeah, we went to the creek. Yeah,
Okay, so you had a creek on your farm.
Rock Creek. Yeah,
Okay.
it had a bend in it. It was around just over your head, about 6 foot deep. I never was much of a swimmer, but we could get in there. We could go down there on a Sunday afternoon. Yeah. It's in the water now. It's in the lake now.
Oh.
It used to be a creek.
Did you ever do anything on camping?
No.
Okay. Did you guys go to church?
Yeah, we did.
When you were
Church?
Went to the Newburgh Church, pretty good.
when you were kids?
Not when we were kids. No, when your mom and I went to church. Yeah.
So, because I remember when we were kids, I think I was baptized in the Methodist church. Is that correct? I mean, I don't remember that, but I recalled being told that, or I think we even went to the Methodist church for a while. In Grinnell. I mean, church was not easy for us to go to Sunday mornings. I mean, we'd milk and then it'd be time for breakfast.
I didn't remember what church you was baptized. You think it was Methodist?
That's
Huh?
what I thought. Some of the
I'm pretty sure you kids were all baptized. I think you were.
yeah. But growing up, you didn't go to church, and then as an adult, you didn't go to church much. But you went to the Newburgh church a little bit.
Yeah, that was when we lived there in Gelman. We went to church when we lived in Newburgh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And, so
That was before you were even born. You were born when we moved to the dairy farm.
oh, here's a question, kiddo. Right here. This one.
What's your favorite TV show?
Oh, I kind of like baseball. The Red Sox.
So watching
When they're
sports,
playing, yeah.
and that's your favorite. Is baseball your favorite sport to watch?
Well, it is in the summertime. I like basketball in the winter.
College basketball.
Yeah. I
And
don't
professional baseball.
No, I don't like pro. I like college.
Okay. And hold on. So you don't care for football really so much, right?
Well, I watch it. But
You watch college football, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All college sports. Yeah. I don't care for the pro.
Okay. Except for baseball. So the Boston Red Sox are your favorite team?
In the American League, yeah. And
What about-
Cardinals are in the National.
Is it the way it's always been? Have they always been your favorite teams?
Pretty much so, yeah.
Oh, even as a kid?
No. As a kid, I was just mainly St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh,
In fact, I don't know whether you remember we went down to St. Louis. Do you remember that?
I do. Yeah, I remember you. Well, I don't
I went down
remember
there
much, but I know that you and Gary went
2
to.
years in a row, and Gary got to see in '69. You all went down. I went down with some other guys in '68.
I remember going to the Arch, and I remember we were on a boat too.
Yeah.
I remember getting like
We couldn't
running
go
away
up
and getting stuck in an elevator.
We
somewhere.
couldn't go up in the arch because we had wait so long to get in the elevator,
Mm.
and we would miss the ball game. So, and I think your mom took you guys to the picture show or something like that. Gary and I went to the ball game.
We didn't really take a lot of vacations growing up.
No, we didn't.
There was like one other time. Well, that was that the time that Ronnie Probasco milked for us, or is that some other time? I think you. And then there was some time that Ed Sanders milked for us.
Yeah, we went to State Fair that time. I guess that was a regular rodeo. Marcia had to call Ronnie down because the cows were messing up the barn, and he said he knew how to do it, and he didn't know a thing about milking those cows.
Ed Sanders was a co-worker of Daryl's at the college. He was an
Well, he came out there
electrician.
one night, and I showed him, and I said, "No, you think,
no.
yeah, I can do this." Well, he couldn't.
And cows know if
Marcia had to call Ronnie to come down and do the milking.
yeah, because Ronnie, the cows were familiar with Ronnie probably.
Well, yeah, and Ronnie
And he knew what he
how
was
to do
doing.
it.
Yeah.
If somebody didn't know how to do it, cows know that.
Well, we had such a setup. If the cows didn't like you, the cows are this far apart from each other. You had to squeeze in. If they didn't like you, they'd smash you.
Right.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, and then they could defecate and urinate at will. A projectile defecation. It would shoot out, and a fountain. Yeah,
They'd
like
be on there
a hose.
if they didn't like you.
They'd
Well,
kick you.
it got so that
They would.
they were used to Merrill and I, and we couldn't hardly, outside the boys, but we couldn't get nobody else to come there and do it. Just couldn't do it.
So really, we didn't take any vacations except for St. Louis, and then I don't think there was another. That's the only overnight vacation I recall.
I think we went up to Wisconsin one time, and that's when we seen the Amish too.
Did I go? I guess that was.
No, I don't think so. I think you stayed with Donovan. You were just a little tight.
Okay.
You didn't go.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't remember that.
You and
Probably
Jen,
been younger.
you and Jen, neither one went. Just the older
Okay.
kids.
Well, Dad, I think we asked all the questions we had written down.
I hope I answered them okay.
Oh, yeah, no, it's great.
Well, I'm curious about how you were saying that you think it was better in the 50s and like early
60s, yeah.
Did you say 50s and early 60s?
Well, things were more. I guess we didn't pay such high prices we do now. For look what gasoline costs, and just everyday living. I think was better back in the early 60s. I don't know what Elva thinks about it, but what do you think about it? I think things were better back in the 60s. I don't know.
Well, of course, you didn't make the wages either, so you didn't have the money to spend. I think it's a faster living today. Families were families. You get together as families.
I think you knew back then. You knew
neighbors,
you neighbored more. You knew your neighbors more back then than you do today.
it was I don't want to say maybe a simpler time. I mean, there's a lot more to worry about nowadays than there was back then. And although, medical advances, I mean, are such that, we're curing a lot more diseases than we had back then, and
Longer life expectancies now.
true. And technology, I mean, internet and everything, that's I suppose, information is, just like that, you can get it
Is this
without
why
going
pros
to the
and cons
library.
to all the technology? Do you think that, or Kenneth, do you think the technology advances are all good, or do you think that they've hurt us?
Oh, probably half and half. There've been some good and then some that's hurt us, I guess.
What would you like to see happen, and what plans do you have for your future? What would you like to happen in the next few years?
Well, I guess I can tell you more after I find out Thursday, I guess.
Okay. But besides, let's say that you're going to have a clean bill of health, or that there's something that they can do for you.
No.
I mean, let's assume that, let's not assume the worst, let's assume the best. And what do you want to see happen for the rest of your life? What would you like to do? Any goals or aspirations or anything that you...
No, I just don't want to get well. I guess that's the main thing that I can think of.
Do you want to do any traveling or anything like that? Or do you want to start going to dances again?
Yeah, like doing that. Yeah. Right now I'm having leg and wind problems, so I hope to get better.
Okay. Do you have any more questions, kiddo? Okay. Well, I guess that's it.
Sorry, buddy.
Thanks, Dad.
No.
It's been really fun. Interesting.
I'm going to stop it for a second, though.